Rolling, I think this is the right place. Good waves. And what's the dude's name?
I think it's Lieutenant Cooper.
Cooper.
Dude, I think this is the place right here.
Was it 303?
I'm pretty sure they said 303.
Alright, let's give it a try, dude. What the?
What are the charges?
There are none, dude. We're actually here for a documentary.
Are you Second Lieutenant Cooper?
Dude, what is he wearing, man?
I seen the attack! How the f do you want to die?
This was our first encounter with Lieutenant Cooper and the Marine Corps in general. It quickly became apparent that life at the basic school was transformational in a world of its own. Little did we know the horrors that awaited us in the Quantico Highlands.
Cooper? Is he in our platoon?
I don't know, like, I know he sucks at land nav, like, he's always out in TA-16, like, just, it's always bad things.
Cooper struggles from post-traumatic stress disorder, but has never had anything traumatic happen to him.
Morning, Lieutenant Cooper. Good morning. We brought you here today because we'd like to get a first-hand experience and the opinion of a veteran like yourself who's done 5 tours to the Centralian conflict. Is it safe to call it a conflict? Or at this point, are we at a war?
You know, that's the eternal debate right there. It's been going on for years now. Is it a war? Is it a conflict? Let me tell you, when you got f***ing rounds zipping past your dit skier, and you're gonna tell me that's not a war, like, you're looking at a guy who's been there. You're looking at a guy who's seen some things, okay? He's seen dummy bodies with Kool-Aid splashed on them, all right?
Unbelievable.
You're gonna tell me that it's a conflict?
Unbelievable.
That what I'm doing out there isn't war?
How's your war, Cooper?
Stared at a tree.
Over the past deployments that you've had, how does one Marine like yourself that's seen so much carnage assimilate back to society once you return?
I don't think you ever really come back from those deployments. There's always a piece of you left out in those training areas. I know bits of my soul are scattered across the Quantico Highlands, and they're gonna stay there, and I can never get those back. But I guess you have to do the best you can. It's odd when you're out there because you're in this world of, you know, fighting the CRF, the MRA, keeping them away from Camp Barrett. That's your world. You know, you're not allowed to bring a cell phone on deployments, so there's no way to really stay in touch. So you come back and it's the world's changed around you.
You know what I'm going with? You ready? You okay, man? Are you okay? I'll be fine. You sure? I'll be fine. Sure. Yeah, I'll be fine. It's just maybe this happens. Yeah. It's changed, man. Things change.
We've heard that captains are God at the basic school. Is that a true statement, or is that? Let's just get your opinion on that.
I mean, I wouldn't say they're God.
Sure.
I'm not a religious person by nature. It might offend some people. I would say captains are God-like.
Cooper, we hear this term GP used a lot. What does that mean to you as a Marine?
GP. It sucks. GP is, you know, it's II lieutenant. Same guy, same in the collar, and he's telling me what to do. Getting tired of that.
Really not a big fan. You know, we're here to lead Marines. We're here to make decisions. And with GP, it's like, you know, where do I take a piss? Where do I take a shit? You know, where do I eat?
Here at TPS, GP is like a student's worst nightmare. They absolutely can't stand it. They hate standing security. Every student's ultimate desire is to get at least a squad billet, but they want the platoon billet.
Sucks. Like, we're here to be Marine officers. We're trying to be leaders. No one wants to be GP.
GP stands for general population. Okay. at the basic school, that is your goal. That's the end state of the basic school. If you can do everything in your power as a Marine to remain general population, you've succeeded at the basic school. They teach you leadership, okay? They give you these opportunities as platoon commander, platoon sergeant. I myself, I was platoon sergeant. It was one of the worst experiences of my life, okay? I'm just happy to be general population, and I look around me, I look around the rooms, I hear them yelling for the platoon commanders to give their counts at every class, and I thank my lucky stars that my time has come and gone, and that I never, ever have to have any sort of billet that has anything to do with leadership ever again. During one of our last deployments, we went to an area called Mounttown, Mobile Urban Operational Training or something. No one really knows what it stands for. It's lost in history. But I know after going over the succession of command, well, my squad leader, he went down, and I was next up, and I looked at him, and I could hear his ditz gear saying "kill" over and over again. And I looked at him, and he looked at me, and I said, "Lieutenant, I've got this. I got your squad. I'm bringing them home, and we're going to do this for you. We're going to do this for God. We're going to do this for country." And I ran up and over that berm, and not 12 steps later, I was killed. And I looked ahead of me to the next in line of my fire team, and I said, "Lieutenant, get them. You run across that open field, and you take that building," and then he died. And there was no AI to bring us back, because he was about a block away at a different building. And we never got back in that fight. One of my biggest regrets that I didn't walk up to that AI and say, "Hey, there's a bunch of us, and we'd all like to come back in and keep playing."
Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven?